Why are narcissists attracted to you? And what draws you to narcissists? You promise that you will never do it again and that you will be careful. Yet, no matter how hard you try, nothing but narcissists land on your romantic radar. There are no coincidences. You get into a relationship with a narcissist because you find them attractive and charming. A narcissist is self-centered and constantly in search of attention and validation. They are characterized by a compulsive and overwhelming desire for admiration, an exaggerated sense of self-importance, and an inability to empathize. This joke defines them well. A narcissist, after talking about himself, will say, "But enough about me, how do you feel about me?" Anyone can be fooled by someone who is manipulative and charismatic. However, if you consistently find yourself in narcissistic relationships, there may be a deeper issue at hand. It's not a coincidence. There's something in you that is driving this behavior. You might be falling back on old habits or trying to satisfy a destructive craving. There must be something within you that is constantly bringing you back to that same point. So, why do some people attract narcissists over and over again? Today, we are going to talk about the top 3 driving factors, why you attract narcissists, and 6 ways to prevent falling for another narcissistic partner in the future. Here are the top 3 driving factors. You were raised by narcissistic parents. If you have a narcissistic parent, you may seek out a partner who possesses similar traits because our emotional minds seek familiarity and are compelled to repeat relationship patterns. Our brain is designed to prefer the familiar over the unknown, even if the familiar is destructive. The toxic environment narcissistic parents have created will always feel homely. Even the abuse will feel familiar and comforting. If the abuse is experienced somewhere else, it will still feel like home. That is why children of narcissistic parents mostly end up with narcissistic partners, because it feels like home. Narcissistic parents only provide affection to their children when they behave in a certain manner. Children of narcissistic parents learn to bend backwards in order to feel loved. Because you were raised to tolerate bad behaviors and manipulation in order to feel loved and cared for, narcissists are thus likely to be drawn to you. Because you are exactly what they're looking for, someone who is willing to tolerate. Children raised by narcissistic parents grow up to be desperate for approval. You may then find yourself trying harder and harder to win them. You do these so you can experience the affection that is sometimes given to you if you do things that are approved by them. What tends to happen instead, unfortunately, is that their demands just become more impossible to meet, and you keep bending and bending backwards. As a result, you lose your sense of boundaries and tolerance. Then, when someone doesn't try to control or influence you, you will assume they aren't that interested in you. You get confused because they give you love without requiring you to put up with abuse. You could not feel the spark of love if it has no toxicity involved. It can be hard to command our brain to choose what's healthy, but it is possible. It all starts with identifying where the pattern is coming from. You are an empath. You believe that love can change bad behavior. Because you're an empathic person, you can easily relate to and feel other people's emotions. Empathic people are nice to everyone, especially to people who are nice to them. You give extra love and attention to people who show you kindness. While being empathetic is an amazing characteristic to possess, be aware of whose needs and desires you're projecting to be fulfilled. Narcissists place too much importance on exclusivity and focus and attention. That's why they are drawn to empathic people. And it's easy to take advantage of empathetic people. As an empath, you experience satisfaction or admiration for your emotional accuracy. You seem to make your narcissistic partner feel important, which gives you hope that sooner or later the behavior will change, thus sustaining the dynamic. You perceive that bad behaviors can be changed by showing love and attention, because this is what's true to you. A narcissist will often talk about how hard and unfair their life is, and how everyone is to blame. They do this to test your compassion and potential for becoming addicted to helping them. Then, the damage and pain that a narcissist declares they carry encourages empaths to fix it. You see the potential of the person and are hopeful to see them go from broken to fixed. You take it to heart, to be that mechanic who can overhaul and eventually fix the damages. You believe that they just haven't found the right person, treatment, or life circumstances to better themselves. You often take pity on society's scapegoats and the misunderstood. This may be an alcoholic, a gambler, a drug addict, or someone who is struggling with life. Unfortunately, as you will discover more about narcissists, they hardly ever change their behaviors. They may present themselves as damaged goods needing to be fixed, but you will not be able to fix them, because narcissists believe that they are always in the right. So, your love and care have only been used for their need for attention, and you were just led to believe that your affection may change their behavior. You are successful and admired by many. A common misconception is that narcissists target only the weak because they are easier to manipulate. But the fact that narcissists are all about their self-worth means they can also prefer to target someone who is strong-willed, someone whose characteristics they admire, accomplishments they aspire to, and status they feel will enable them to shine as well. Narcissists are drawn to those who can boost their own self-esteem and validate their sense of importance. Being associated with someone who is successful or admired can make the narcissist feel more important. They believe that since you, as an intelligent and accomplished person, chose them, they must also be as successful as you are, if not more. Because of this, narcissists are drawn to people who have qualities that they respect, and that would improve their reputation. A narcissist will constantly criticize you in private, but they will never hesitate to brag to others about your accomplishments, because they see you as extensions of themselves. You serve as the bright projector light that illuminates them. If you look good to other people, that makes them look good too. Narcissists will even take credit for who and what you are. You are successful because they allowed it and helped you along the way. Then, it goes back to their desire to control. Because narcissists believe that their image is a reflection of your status, they will ensure that you're always at your best, even if it means sacrificing your mental well-being. Here are 6 ways how to stop attracting narcissists. 1. Establish firm boundaries. Set clear boundaries for yourself and others. Identify what actions you will and won't tolerate, what you're prepared to give up, and what you won't do regardless of what others say. 2. Identify red flags. A narcissist's public and private identities are often extremely different, especially when it comes to how they treat their partner. Narcissists are consistently pleasant and polite in public, yet abusive and rude in private. Trust your instincts and act upon these red flags when you see them. 3. Work on gaining unwavering confidence. Establish a solid sense of your self-worth. It takes a lifetime to build self-love and confidence. But if you begin to believe in yourself and project that confidence, narcissists will realize you're not easily swayed and hence not a good target for them to take advantage of. 4. Avoid anyone who tries to control your behavior. Take off immediately if someone is pushing their beliefs on you and becoming angry if you don't agree. From insisting on what you should wear to consistently attempting to control your behavior and opinion. 5. Pay attention to the person's values. Focus on and observe their values and morals, and then tap into your intuition. There's one thing a narcissist cannot fake, and that is empathy. Most of the time, we have an innate sense of when someone genuinely connects with us, or is just taking us for a ride. 6. Stand up for your own needs. Say no, or leave completely, if you are not being treated fairly. Why are narcissists attracted to you? And what draws you to narcissists? A lot of these have to do with what you will and won't tolerate from the people in your life, particularly from romantic partners. Therapy and maintaining close relationships with your support network can truly help. It may take some work to change certain beliefs and habits, but you are not destined to live with individuals who will only harm you for their own advantage. Remember that the power to keep or leave a narcissistic partner lies in your own hands.